keep it real with ya.
Okay, I have 38 minutes. I'm gonna try to speed this up. Turn the brightness up, it's so bright. Ow. Ow. Okay. Do you get confused by several verbal instructions at the same time? Yes. Why is everybody talking to me at once? I cannot. No. Everybody shut up while one person says something at a time. I can't stand when people do that. Do you usually find faults with others' opinions that you don't share? What are you talking about? Yes. Wait. If I don't share the opinion, I have a reason to not share the opinion. Like, I don't understand why, I don't understand the question. There's so many of these questions I don't understand what they're asking me. Do you work slowly on jobs you dislike? Yes. Fuck that job. Do you rock back and forth, side to side for comfort to calm yourself when noticing? Yeah, I do. I literally was just doing it earlier. I was getting really uncomfortable and nervous about something that I was watching, and then I just noticed that I was rocking back and forth. Interesting. I didn't know that I did that a lot. Do you dislike it when people drop by to visit you uninvited? Absolutely. Absolutely. What are you doing? What are you doing? Just don't like people to know where I stay. Like, shit, I'll meet you somewhere. I'll come to your house. People tell me, hey, that was one thing when there was somebody who I thought I could be friends with them. And don't get me wrong, we're friendly. I wouldn't call him a friend. I call him associate. It's kind of one-sided right now. Kind of only talk about themselves. But one of the things that they were talking about that they really miss, that they love to do, is just drop by your house. Like, to just be like, I'm in the neighborhood, so I just drop by and we can hang out now. No, the fuck we cannot. I am not ready to interact with people, let alone you in my house, entertain a guest. No, that's too much. But yeah, do you dislike it when people drop by to visit you uninvited? Absolutely. Is your sense of humor conventional? No, I laugh at the wrong things. Do you feel that you are a very special or unusual person? Okay, good they added the other word. I don't know if that's special makes you sound nice, like a good thing. Unusual, very much so. Very unusual. Do you have difficulty accepting criticism, correction, or direction? Yes and no. It's kind of like one of those things. It's like I can be wrong. In fact, my trauma has made me believe that I'm always wrong. But then if you have to tell me I'm wrong, I get really upset. Like, I won't show it on the outside, but I get really upset. Like, I literally had a moment in therapy one time where my therapist, like, she didn't even say nothing really wrong. She just kind of asked me to do a little bit more than what I'd done. Immediate shutdown. And she watched me shut down and completely mentally check out. And I felt bad because I was like, I know you didn't say this. I know what you said. I heard what you said, but I just and she's like, I watched you shut down completely. And I was trying not to get that reaction out of you. And I'm like, I don't know if there's something you could have said that would have made me anything but great, Minu. This is exactly what I wanted. And I'm like shutting down. And I hate that. I watched myself dissociate and completely just check out mentally. Yeah, so I hate that. But I can force myself to be okay with it on the outside. Do you have an urge to observe the habits of humans or animals? I wouldn't say I have an urge. I wouldn't say that I'm just out here trying to like people watch or see what people are doing. Again, I feel like I'm answering these questions wrong, which is so frustrating. Do you tend to interpret things literally? Yes, so much. So much. It has to be explained to me in social dynamics, situations. Is it important for you to find a unique niche where you can acquire unique competence? Yeah. Why can't I just why can't I just hate that the things that I'm interested in are not like jobs you can do and make money on. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if the things I was interested in you could make money on, I could start my own business. I could put so much effort into like making that my career. But there's the things that I'm interested in. It's like, it's not really worth anything. So then I just have to find jobs that so somebody got to pay me. And I don't know if we're gonna make it in the next 30 minutes. But yeah, as we acquire niche, unique conferences, yes, I do want to have something like that. Do you talk to yourself? I mean, sometimes I just feel like I talk to myself a lot in my head. I feel like that's something that I've had to kind of work on because, like, I feel like in movies and TV shows, when I would watch as a kid, it was like, oh, these people could talk out loud and nobody would notice that that's what they're doing. And I think I kind of believe that to an extent. But in the real world, when you be talking to yourself or you be saying something that's not related to anybody around you, people react and they will shame you and make you feel like you were crazy. Like, they'll be like, what are you saying? Why did you say that? And I'm just sitting here like, I have no explanation for it. Like, I really don't. Like, I really have no explanation for like the things that I say. So I just keep all the stuff in my head. And I would literally have moments where I would not be able to say things out loud because I'm just in my head just going, which also is, a trauma thing or an attachment thing. Like my brain just be running with thoughts, or I'll like have a conversation in my head and I can't have two conversations at once. So I'm just gonna have to be quiet right now in the real world. So yeah, I would say talk to myself. As a teenager, were you usually unaware of social rules and boundaries unless they were clearly spelled out? Yes, I fucked up a lot. That's why I had no friends. Or I did have friends, but they were also very inappropriate in the wrong ways. Not in the unique, quirky ways, but in the please stop touching me ways. Those are my friends. Do you have problems filling out forms? Yeah. I would say sometimes because I gotta like this is a long ass form right now. Like just yes and no stuff. It's long. And sometimes like my brain just wants to get things over with and I end up skipping stuff or I don't read as closely as I should. And it's like always when that happens, that's when I would like mess up on stuff. This is a long list and I'm just struggling through it right now. But yeah, it was social fill out forms. Do you prefer to keep to yourself? Yeah, I like being alone. Do you prefer to hug only a romantic partner? I don't prefer to hug anybody. Where's the option for fuck no? Where's the option for no to hugs? Do you tend to look a lot at people you like and little or not at all at people you dislike? I don't tend to look at anybody. So I guess that's a 1, maybe. Are you sensitive to changes in humidity and air pressure? Yeah, humidity, especially because you feel like you're choking. And I don't like to feel like I'm choking. Do you have trouble reading clocks? Like the regular clocks? Hell yeah, those things are difficult. You gotta get that digital clock. Do you have an urge to jump over things? My fat ass? Sounds like a way to get hurt. Only when I was depressed. I don't understand the question. In conversation, do you need extra time to think of your reply? So there may be a pause before your answer. Always need extra time. I had to literally learn how to, in interviews, like ask for extra time to answer a question because I can't just like quick with it. Even if I know what I want to say, I still need a minute because I got to say it first in my head to make sure it sounds right before I say it again. Out loud. Do you have extra sensitive hearing? Nah, I don't think my ears are sensitive. Well, no, you know what? I would say sometimes because I need a lot of white noise to drown out any other random noises because that makes it like messes with my head when there's too many random noises. So that's why I need like something that's gonna like do a constant hum. Like I have a lot of fans that blast on high. Fans and air purifiers, heaters, all of them that blast on high to give me white noise so that I don't have to deal with like the other random noises that's happening. Like earlier, I don't know what's going on in my building. Somebody's doing something. Maybe they're moving out, but I don't know. But it was just so many random ass bangs and going up and down the stairs, or something's like it dropped. Kid laughing, and I was just like, oh God, please tell me these people are not doing some kind of Christmas thing. I'm gonna be so upset. I cannot deal. I need it to be quiet here, and yo banging is scaring me and the cats. Yeah, so I put 2 then. Do you have fascination for slowly flowing water? I've never thought about that. That's an interesting question. I don't know. Do you find it hard to recognize phone numbers when said in a different way? Yeah, why you say a number differently? There's a certain way to say phone numbers. How do you why would you say it in a different way when you know that everybody says it a certain way? Are your eyes extra sensitive to strong light and glare? I'm literally wearing blue light glasses right now. Do you take pride in your appearance? No. I just be looking like I'm looking. Do you find it difficult to take notes in lectures? No. I would say I've gotten, like, I have to take notes. I have to take notes really hard. In order for me to remember whatever was said. So I usually like transcript style take notes on what people say. That's how my notes often look. Do you need lists and schedules in order to get things done? Yes, I forget so many things, and it's only the next week that I remember I didn't do it, and then I have to commit myself to doing it, but then it's not written down anywhere to tell me to do it, so then I forget to do it, and then another week goes by and I realize I didn't do it. Literally, and this is another thing that I'm like, literally the reason that I survived college was because there was a ADHD coach, but he helped everybody, but he had ADHD, and he had developed this method of scheduling that worked for ADHD people, which maybe should have triggered something. But I worked with him very consistently throughout college, and even would try to come see him after I graduated. For like, I could only see him for a few months. Once I was like, there's a little period after you graduate college where you can still do college stuff. So that summer after I graduated college, I was still going up there. I was still trying to meet him because I could not recreate anything that he did by memory. So, but him sitting down with me and helping me organize my life really helped me stay on top of like my homework, my papers, class, lunch, everything. And it's like, I can't recreate what he did. I don't know. And it's like, when I try to think about it or explain it, it sounds so easy. But the fact that he was to force me to sit down and do it with him, I think that made a world of difference. Okay, so yes, I need lists and schedules to get things done. Do you expect other people to know your thoughts, experiences, and opinions without you having to tell them? I would say no, because people hate it when I do that. But it's just like so frustrating because I'm not the best at saying it. So then it's like, I wish you could know. Like my therapist, oh God, she just knows. She just knows. But I know people can't know what I'm thinking. Do you like tongue kissing? No. In conversations, do you use small sounds that others don't seem to use? I don't know. I guess not. I don't know if I make noises. Somebody will have to tell me I make noise. Do you enjoy travel? Yes, I do. I want to travel more. Do you dislike when people stamp their foot in the floor? What? Why are people stomping their feet? I guess I don't like it. Why would you do that? Why would you stomp your feet on the floor? Do recently heard tunes and rhythms tend to stick and replay themselves in your head? Always. That's why I'm so good at remembering lyrics to songs. I will replay that same song over and over and over and over again until I know all of the lyrics, and then I can sing along to all the lyrics. And after so many times of singing along to that song and knowing the lyrics perfectly, can I then go to the next song? I really commit myself to songs. I've always been good at memorizing songs and lyrics. Sadie, you about to slide off my lap? Okay. Do you have difficulty describing and summarizing things, for examples, events, conversations, something you've read? I wouldn't say difficulty. Like, I can explain stuff. Like, if I watch a movie, I can explain like what happened in the movie. Now, am I gonna leave out some stuff? Maybe, but I can tell you what happened. You know, especially if it's a movie that I really like. Like if I see a movie that I really, really like, you about to know every damn detail in that movie. You about to be like, and then this girl, and then I'm gonna let me slow down. This is this person, this is this person, this is this person. Okay, so this person, and then this person, and then this person, and then the fourth person. Okay, but the fourth person is this. Like I can do that if it's something that I like. If it's something that I like, I do not have an issue telling you exactly what happened. Have you experienced stronger than normal attachments to certain people? I don't know. My therapist will have to tell me if I have stronger than normal attachments. Do you dislike when people walk behind me? I mean, that's, I grew up in the hood. I get real uncomfortable. Why are you walking behind me? Do you have a problem with timing in conversations? Timing? Like a timed conversation? God, that sounds awful. Are you more sexually attracted to strangers? No, I don't want to do this. I don't want to answer that question. Do you feel as you're being persecuted in some way? Yeah, I would say. I just feel like my overall life just like, I feel like the universe likes to pick at me. Like, I don't necessarily believe in a higher power, but I believe that bad things like to happen to me specifically. Like other people can fuck up, but if the second I fuck up, karma will suddenly be a thing. It will suddenly exist and then come after me. And I ain't even doing that. Do you find it difficult to take messages on the telephone and pass them correctly? Yeah, sometimes. Like, I don't know why we have to play telephone, though. I hate that. Do you wring your hands, rub your hands together, or twirl your fingers? Yes, I do. Do you accept criticism, correction, and direction? I mean, I have to. You don't have a choice. It's going to come at you, so you have to accept it. But it's not fun. It feels awful. Do others often misunderstand you? All the fucking time. I tell you. I can't tell you how many times people miss what I'm trying to say. And then there's a fight. Or they think I'm a horrible person. Because that's not what I meant. But that's what I said. Oh, I hate it so much. It makes me feel so bad. I hate making people feel bad. Do you notice patterns of things all the time? Yes. I was literally talking to somebody. They was like, you could be a lawyer the way you see these patterns. I'd be like, man, I caught that. That's also how I'm able to like catch shit when I don't have my glasses on because I'm nearsighted. But if it's far away and it's moving in a certain way, I know it's a roach. Do you find it hard to tell the age of people? Yeah, I feel like you asked me this question before. Do you enjoy traditional dating? Fuck no, hate it. Have your thoughts ever been so vivid that you worried other people would hear them? Yeah, I've had that happen before. I've literally like thought so hard and then looked around to see if other people could. And I feel like it's a TV thing too, right? Like if you, cause like when you're a TV character and you think, and then the audience can hear what you're thinking because like you're thinking out loud. Like I understand that's a trope, but I feel like maybe I got that from TV. Like if you think too loud, people will hear you thinking. Is that weird? Okay. Do you or have used to have imaginary relationships? It was really hard to make an imaginary friend. I don't know why. I was very upset that I couldn't have an imaginary friend. Is it hard for you to see why some things upset people so much? So much. I don't get it. My therapist literally played me one time where she pretended, and she told me she's about to do something crazy, but she pretended to be sad that the carpet was gray. And I was just sitting there like, this is a gray carpet. Like, I didn't understand what was going on. And like, that's how I react when people get upset about stuff. Like, and it's sometimes I understand what they're upset about and I'm still not connecting to it. But it's just, yeah, it gets me a lot. I used to be around people, mad people I don't understand. Will you abandon your friends if your activities or ideals clash? Abandon is a very strong word. It makes me feel very bad. Why would you put that word in there? You make me want to say no because I can't abandon my friends. That's bad. You don't abandon your friends. No, you don't abandon them. Do you have unusual sexual preferences? Don't worry about me. What does it mean, sexual preferences? I guess no, I don't have sexual preferences. That's very inappropriate. Are you good at teamwork? Oh. Um, I feel like the right answer is to say yes, but not really. Like, okay, in a conversation, do you tend to focus on your own thoughts rather than what your listener might? How would I know what they're thinking? How do I know what the listener is thinking? Yes, I have to focus on. I can only know what I'm thinking unless the person's telling me what that they're thinking. Don't try. Okay. Do you fiddle with things? Sometimes I do need some little. My therapist has all these little gadgets in her office. Like sometimes I need little gadgets when I get upset. Like I just need to like with the, like you gotta pop the things, or you gotta rub. Like it's certain textures of fidgets. It can't just be any fidget. But like certain things, like I've gone through her thing, and there's this one that I like that's kind of got these like little tendrils on it. That's rubber. And then there's these little spiky balls, and then there's the little popping thing. And sometimes I need those when I'm like upset or overwhelmed. Do you prefer? So yes, absolutely feel thing. Do you prefer to only meet people you know one-on-one or in small familiar groups? Absolutely. I cannot be like, let's meet at a crowded place. Do you instinctively become frightened by the sound of a motorbike? Sound of a motorbike. I would say when I was in Mexico and I started hearing them bikes, I was like, wait, what's going on? I don't know, frightened. I don't know if that's a very intense word. Do you pace when thinking or anxious? Yeah, it's kind of hard not to. You gotta move your body. You know what I mean? You gotta get the stress out of your body. Do you prefer to do things on your own, even if you should use others' help or expertise? Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice if you could help, but like people always let you down. Like they always be like, nah, let me do it. And then 3 weeks later, they still got excuses for why they couldn't come help you. And now you just got to do it yourself anyway. And you just wasted 3 days waiting on somebody to just do it yourself. If you can, if you don't have hands, you might need somebody to come do it. But yeah, and that's the thing is like, I'm just very, like, I have to be independent. I don't have a choice. Like I don't have nobody who lives with me to do stuff for me. Like it might not get done immediately, but it's going to have to get done at some point because no one is going to do it for me. Do you find yourself at ease in romantic situations? No. It's very uncomfortable. I'll change that to 1. Is your sense of humor different from mainstream? Consider odd? Yes. Would you quickly become impatient and irritated if you could not find a solution to a problem? Yes, I would get really upset. I am the problem solver after all. That is my main thing that I always have to do. No one will solve the problem for you. You must solve the problem now for yourself. And if I cannot solve the problem, I would be very upset for days until I finally solve the problem. Do you stay away from situations where people might express affection for you? Yeah, it just makes me uncomfortable. Like, I don't know. And even all of the affections, whether it's friendship or romantic or whatever, it's just like, if I'm going to see you sometime before the year ends, why are you hugging me? Like, somebody was back up. Come on now. Okay. Do you stay away from situations where people might express affection for you? I feel like I'm filling this out wrong. Do you instinctively know when it is your turn to speak when talking on the phone? No. Have others told you that you have an odd posture or God, the amount of times I was criticized growing up because I stand weird. I get it. And I thought literally they would be like, what is wrong with your body that you can't balance yourself properly and stand like a normal person? I don't fucking know. Turns out there's probably nothing wrong with my body, but I'm just saying, like, that's what people would say. Like, why are you standing that way? And they would like point it out all the time. Look at the way she's standing. Look at her foot. Look at her leg. Everything. Do you have one special talent which you have emphasized and worked on? Do I have special talents? I don't know. You guys tell me. Shit. Another thing too with the trauma is like I'm bad at giving myself props. So it's like really hard for me to be like, I have a thing that I'm good at, because I don't really believe I'm good at anything. So people have to tell me that I'm good at something. So I don't know. I really don't know. Okay. I've done this test to the best of my ability, with me struggling to maintain my attention to it, as it is a long, boring form with 101 questions. So let's calculate. Let's see what it says. Okay, thank you for filling out thank you for filling out this questionnaire. Your broader autism cluster Aspie score is 156 of 200. Your neurotypical score is 43 of 200. You are very likely on the broader autism cluster Aspie. Detailed results in the PDF. Okay. So intellectual skills. Let's see. Is there any way how to read this? What is this? Okay. Okay, so there's like a neurotypical side, there's an Aspie side, there's an intellectual side, and there's a people skills side. And I am mostly on the intellectual Aspie side. Talent, perception, communication, relationship, social, and that's intellectual and Aspie. Lacking a lot in the neurotypical sector, lacking a lot in the people skills sector. I am mostly in the intellectual Aspie sector. So there it is. That's the rdos.net quiz. I'm going to save a PDF of this. And there you have it. Autism score of 156 out of 200. So, okay. And this is another thing that I saw from the videos is like, I've worked so hard to, I guess it's called masking, but I didn't always call it masking, but like present myself in a certain way is the way that I phrase it. Because of the very harsh, very humiliating negative reactions that I've gotten towards my behavior, the way I speak, the way I carry myself, the way I stand. So it's hard. Like I said, like I literally am looking to give you the correct answer to your question versus me, acting in a natural way. Being natural is very hard now because there is the very real fear of being shunned, being shamed, and people hating you, basically. So I don't do it. Even in my videos, I'm probably more natural in my videos because I'm talking to a camera and not an actual person, which is good. That's good for me. But even then, you know, try really hard to make sure that I am articulate enough and I am expressing myself enough and I'm using the proper inflections and tones when I'm talking so that I'm not just sitting here talking monotone with a frozen face for 30 minutes because people, well, now I realize that some people do want to watch that, but the way I felt like people did not want to watch that. So I put a lot of effort into that. So I hope you guys appreciate. God damn it, Sadie. Claws. It scratched the shit out of me in 5 places. Get off me. She's literally just standing here not looking at me like, I don't. You did this. You did this. Okay. I guess that's my signal to turn on. So anyway, like, thank you guys for watching. And as I went through this, I know it's kind of boring to look at my face as I'm going through this thing, but I don't know yet how to do the picture stuff, where you react to things and you can see what I'm looking at. So thank you guys for listening to me, as I went through these videos, as you look at the side of my face, as I went through this form. I appreciate it. As I always say, take care of yourself because no one's going to do it for you. Drink your water, eat your food, take your naps, and love on yourself because you deserve it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.